Joining us live now, first at 4, the one and only skiing weatherman, Herb Stevens. Thanks for joining us,
My
Herb,
pleasure,
this
Fred.
afternoon. And chatted a little bit off camera beforehand and said, let's talk about skiing. And you said, let's talk about this La Nina, huh?
Meteorologists are kind of a Twitter, pardon the pun, about this phenomenon, because in my opinion, there's not a meteorologist alive that has seen a La Nina behave like this one. You have to go back to 1917, 1918 to find one that was this cold over such a broad part of the country in January. Right. Typically, Decembers, as you know, in La Ninas start out cold, and that's why the ski season got off to such a good start. But usually, by this time of year, in New England, you kind of hit the doldrums, and we haven't seen any sign of that.
No, and no sign of it into early February as we look forward as well. Yeah. So this pattern definitely in place, and that what you talked about, the typical La Nina, a lot of that went into my seasonal forecast, and I was anticipating, like just about everybody else, that there'd be a slight moderation in the temperature and maybe not quite as much snow as we've seen so far this January. But because of the snow, I would imagine that the skiing conditions are pretty darn good up in northern New England right now.
They are.
And here in southern New England, for that matter.
Yeah. First of all, let's stress the local guys, because Wachusett, Neshoba Valley, and Yawgoo Valley are having banner years, and people should know that they all have tubing, and they're open morning, noon, and night, and there's an opportunity to have some fun on the snow at those places, all within an hour of downtown Providence. And as you go further north, central New England has been the beneficiary of enough of the snow from these storms. You know, the storm track's been suppressed to the south. They're doing very well. It's far northern New England where they were a little behind the eight ball early in the season, but they're catching up because of backlash snow and typical upslope snow, and everybody's looking really good right now.
And a lot of those places, especially the ones in Maine, they can see a lot of their snow late February and in March as well. Sugarloaf and Sunday River, they can really pile it up.
Provided the big block over northeastern Canada doesn't come back, because last March it didn't happen. There was no snow to speak of in Maine in March because of the blocking pattern. We've had the blocking pattern much of this winter. It's recently broken down. If it comes back, the late snow may not come again to northern New England, but right now, everybody's sitting pretty. All
right, Herb Stevens, thank you for joining us in studio, but I have to be honest, next time let's do this on the slopes, all right?
I like that idea.
Sounds like a plan. You can catch the Skiing Weatherman every Thursday, Friday, right here on First at 4.